Alright, and then you're the libraries. And then we can start moving down to these. Renovate the Paestum Shrines, which would simply cost a bucket load of cash. And then Paestum will become a major pilgrimage site. So I'm guessing that means it becomes a holy site. And then it's going to be the Great Donation, the Autonomous Enclave, the Great Religious Endowments. We'll need to make a decision there as to what we want to do once that is reached. Alright, so who is really miffed at this point? It's Tullus again. It's Tullus because A, he's hiring a private army, which is definitely not suspicious, and B, because we're not playing with the guy he's best friends with. I really want to play as a monarchy. I think this game is going to be a lot better with monarchies. Aeneas Cornelius. Tribal proposition. Our tribal neighbour Oxibia has started investing a lot of their treasury into opening up borders between our two nations. Right, you became a better trading nation. And Aeneas Cornelius just died. And you are not in charge of the blues anymore. So let's go and check that up. You're the new blues. And the greens. And we have a scorned family. Augur. Augur is Omen Power. And Numerius Junius Mus would be pretty good for that job, although the greens are a bit miffed at the moment. They do have a... Oh no, you're already in power. Oof, the problem is, you just don't have... no, actually, Apelius Scipio is pretty good at civics. So can we maybe give you that job? And then the Augur can be Mus, who's only 19, but is going to be very, very good at increasing our Omen power, which, because we're constantly choosing the money, is going to be increasing our income as well. 9 months away from this civil war. Who's causing it this time? Tullus. Yeah, unfortunately, Tullus, you've been kind of a problem throughout and are powerful for no real reason. So if you decide to rise up, I will butcher you. Consider yourself warned. Yeah, that's true. We could become a dictatorship. I wonder... I kind of wish we'd done it with Fabius now. Publius Fabius. But I'm wondering if we could try and turn Caelus Junius Pertinax into a dictator. I don't think he's as good as Fabius was. Fabius was a bit of an all-rounder. It wasn't just military that he had. We could try to assassinate him, that's true. Except no, we can't. I'm getting a bit bored though. I kind of fancy having a civil war. Gives us a bit of action. Trade influx. Our trade agreement with Alea has yielded a splendid return on investment. Strike the earth! Tech tree is not that... sorry. Dictatorship, I don't think it's that far away. I'm trying to remember which one it was in. It's not you. Oratory? It's here. So it's 1, 2, 3, and if I got like another military tradition, I can get the one that gives me 3 innovations, then 1, 2, boom, we're there. Rome adopts the dictatorship government form. Oh, we can request one or we can demand one. size of which will be inversely proportional to our stability. So I think the more unstable, the easier it is for us. I'm always pro-assassination. Yeah, it's too bad that the Republican government form's just not more interesting. I think it's just so at odds with the way that the monarchies in this work. Might be one of the reasons why, God. What am I trying to say? CK3 didn't come out with republics at the start. Alright, so some of these guys have risen up against us. We'll go and try and conquer them. Did we lose any of our generals? None from you. Marshal! Marshal flipped in its entirety. Ooh, that's a Legion name that's going to go down in infamy. Legio Mordred in its entirety stayed loyal. Actually, I don't know if that's necessarily in its entirety. The engineers did. The elephant force. Actually, yeah, I think they pretty much did. Actually. We should probably start moving these guys. Let's go down to speed 3. You've started sieging down straight away. You can go for Capua. So yeah, they've taken Magna Graecia and a couple of little holdouts. A tiny bit of Corsica. Thankfully, I have a lot of forts. Culture. Yep, our sieges are going well. And our fleet can now hunt enemy fleets. Did we lose our capital ships? No, we didn't. So none of the navies flipped. They stayed entirely loyal. Stack wipe. Go get me that fort. Parthian civil war ends. Good for them. Who's the faction leader now? Pertinax. Oh, right. These two are in their enemy factions now, so I don't care about either of you. Although that does mean that I need to check out who the new leaders are. So we've got yellows and we've got reds. No, he's still in charge, so Obiter Fabius is the big bad here. Except I don't think that's actually true. Nope, Tullus Claudius, of course, is the big bad. I actually have a population of 1,600. That's not quite half, it's just under half. Unfortunately, every province they take gets immediately annexed by them, which is why I'm going for the capitals. Okay, they're raising big armies. Fine! I will put out the call as well. This is where our roads will either pay off or not. Okay, so their big armies actually withdrew somewhere. Oh nope, there they are. You can get there pretty fast, you can attack that pretty quick. And you're just sieging this stuff down, so in fact you can help out with this. Alright, battle is joined. 28,000 of theirs versus 20,000 of ours. This is the engineering army and the conscripts, so it's not one of the proper legions. Why are we using shock? Oh, damn it, because the conscripts are. Hold on. Triplex aces. Triplex aces. Triplex aces. Triplex aces. Those already are. Unfortunately, they're using bottleneck, which actually counters shock, which is annoying. But my army is incredibly well trained. Aquilonia, that was that one, so we just beat them. You go ahead and take Ordona. Stability is rising. Reinforcements are on their way. If they arrive, they will turn this battle around completely. Seleucid Civil War ends. I think they are going to do it as well. In fact, we know that they are using, what was it, shock? Ah, change battle. No, bottleneck. So what counts as bottleneck? Shock. No, sorry. Skirmishing or cavalry skirmish, neither of which we're very good at, so we're just going to go in triplex aces. And there we go, the reinforcements have arrived, the proper legions are here now. With our crazy 42 extra discipline. And 211 extra morale. Still counting us as shock. That's shocking. We outnumber them now. Their armies are starting to collapse. They just couldn't face up against the proper legions once they arrived. Good. Happy to hear that. So I think once we've taken that fort, we're going to send the fighty cohorts south as well. 13,000 of ours were lost to 21,000 of theirs. That was a pretty massive battle. Oh no, Kalos Pertinax joined... Oh no, that's our side. Yeah, he was in command. I was like, hang on, they got their level 11. No, I was reading the wrong side. Got himself a lot of popularity from that win, unsurprisingly. Okay, so what we want to do is leave the engineers here. We want the conscripts to back off. And these conscripts to back off. I think what I'm actually going to do is send those north. And then we'll have them sieging these guys down using the carpet siege. Raise some men on the island, start taking those back. This is definitely the most populous, this and Sicily. The islands at this point are still basically just colonies, so it's just not that important. Taking Capua back is a big one, because this is where a heck of a lot of the manpower comes from. Refounding the colony. Ah, that was here. Okay, so cohorts are going to head south. And you are going to be on Carpet Siege. And you are also going to be on Carpet Siege. And you are also going to be on Carpet Siege. Fortunately, this little force is pretty much dead. No, they're not. We actually killed 1,700. Somehow. Oh! So the commanders of the disgraced Legio Marshal actually stayed loyal. It's the troops that didn't. Which makes sense considering this was the governorship that rose up. Okay. In that case, can I switch? We're going to retake the road provinces. There, okay. Oh, there's the big army. Yes, they have arrived. They're backing off. I'm not surprised. So if I were to split you, what is the other cohort called? No, they switch back to the previous names. Good to know. Oh, not all together. Come on, choose different places. Hopefully you split up. Alright, is the kid in charge? The kid's in charge. Let's move. Here we go. 18,000 against 12,000. Their morale has not recovered. This is our primary legion. 5,000 heavy infantry. 1,000 engineers, 500 archers, 1,500 light cavalry, 9,000 light infantry, 1,500 support, and the pride of the Roman army, 500 elephants. Oh man, this is a massacre. Oh man. We lost 457, they lost 2,767. What happened to Briarstone? That would be a question for Kiss for Luck. I don't know. Or Quill. And in fact, I think what I will do here is split out the engineers. So I'm not sitting on a place taking attrition. And we want like 8 of the light infantry. Touched by Mercury. Kosei has seen a huge influx of traders and travellers from far and wide recently. One of our advisors jokingly suggests we may have been blessed by Mercury himself. Yes, I would agree. We have definitely been blessed by Mercury himself. Thanks for the cash. Alright, so who do we want to make into our top party popularity guy? I mean, Grugi has actually been... Grugi's a really good all-rounder, but he's better at military. You are purely an orator, so I think that Ugorid's going to get that job, although you are somewhat corrupt. Let's go with Strastruca Turnus. Grugi would actually be a good... governor. Gaius Rusius or Stratus Junius Pertinax. Let's go with Drusus Claudius, seeing as you actually stayed loyal even though most of your family didn't. Turn you into the military research guy. Huzzah! You're about to get cut off. You're about to get cut off. This is not going to end well for you. Oh! Oh! This is the remnants of Legio Marshal. Coming over from Sardinia. Actually, no, they're not, because that was a whole lot of archers. I think that might have been a different army. Which they must have just formed. Atos, coming in with a 13-month resubscription. Thank you very much for the ongoing support there, Atos. Appreciate that. Now we have to go and take all the forts from down here. You know what? The carpet sieges can do that. Let's just make sure we keep the roads open to keep the supply routes open. I don't like how all 8 of you are currently sitting on this one province. I mean, come on. That can't be smart. Wow, really? The whole point of Carpet Siege is that you'll go and spread out and take things. This is ridiculous. Come on, people. Now I really wish there was a hotkey for deselect. And I could do this the way that I do it in E4. I can buy something. Do I still have all my precious metals? I do! Do I have wood here? I don't have the surplus. But there is some available. Ho ho! Alright, I think it's time to buy some big ships, seeing as I can actually do that now for a change. Tetras or hexras? What do we got mostly? Tetras. I don't have any hexras. This is the only shipyard that I own that's actually even big enough to build these. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, the same with the Tetrias. Interesting. Huge issues with provincial loyalty, but restarted due to a bug. My second try was had grand temples, theatres, and courts of law in settlements first, and haven't had a single rebellion. I haven't had too many problems with rebellions. This is actually the first, like, major one. And this is a civil war, not a rebellion. But yes, theatres definitely help. I have been building quite a few of those. Oh, their army came back. Uniform regulations. Caelus Junius Pertinax becomes disciplined. Unusually, Caelus Junius Pertinax has started to insist on a formal uniform regulations for all who serve under him. But even more unusually, it appears to be having a positive effect on the outcome of his military engagements. And this is our godlike general who just gained another point in generalship and also discipline bonus. Okay, he's 21. I feel like this kid's going places. Marius reborn. I mean, I thought that was Publius, but apparently I was wrong. Oh, Classus Bigus lost their commander. You can have Monacius. Cursos is colonizable. Where on earth is this? Oh, that's the island! Right! Cool, do it. Oh, we need to take the siege in Tarentum. So what's the population of the Civil War faction now? 900. They've lost like 1,000 people already. I mean, not lost. I've just retaken them. Siege of Croton. New Omen. I mean, we could go for another 7.8% discipline. We could, if we needed to. Don't think we need to.